Welcome to Factorio Launch recap series. My name is Nila, so this is episode 8 of our recap series. So let me just start by explaining what this video is compared to the normal Death World videos. This is a recap of my Let's Play that I'm running over on Twitch. I am streaming on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays, and the address is twitch.tv/Nilaus, and you're very welcome to drop by. So these 3 evenings of 4 hours gives me 12 hours of progress every week on this base, and I started it back when Factorio went live. So now it's been 8 weeks, and every week I do a summary. So that, for example, if you don't have time, don't want to, don't have any interest, or any other reason that you can't watch it on Twitch, but you want to see what this base looks like and some of the kinks and quirks of it, then you can check it here. Or if you've been away for a week or two and you want to catch up, then this is also like a 15-minute catch up, so that you can just maybe come back into the live stream and enjoy it and still have some kind of idea about what's going on. So this one is the summary of the previous week. We are now around 100 hours into the Let's Play, and let's just take a state of the nation here. We have these locations out here, each of these launching one rocket every 5 minutes, so that gives 200 science per minute, and that's going to be brought over to our collective science facility here that can handle 1000 science per minute. And on top of that, we also have 1, 2, 3 locations, each of these locations doing 200 science per minute of all the other science, and when the train is full, it leaves for the other location. And just, are you kidding me? No, right, it's iron. So when the iron dies, this one dies. Ah, okay. Yeah, okay. So when the iron is short, then it actually hurts the green science more. Ah, that's very interesting. Anyway, so that means we should have 1, 2, 3, about 600 science per minute, plus this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that should be 1.2 rockets per minute being launched, if everything is performing as it should. But there are still some things that are not working, such as, for example, you can see here I'm doing direct mining, which is a good idea, but everyone in chat, oh, there was a rocket, in chat is always like, oh, it doesn't seem good, it's not good. It's really good. These locations is just too small for it to really work. So that being what it is, let's not worry about it. And I'm going to continue working on this idea, because I think the better we get mining productivity, the bigger our locations get, then it'll be even more. Like, for example, this one is going to run for a very long time. For example, we have now 28, let's say it was 29 or something. That would be like 4 times as much. So that means this one would actually be 200 million. So, you know, it can last a while. And that's the kind of the essence of it. So you can see up here, we're doing our external solar panels. This is in a separate Roboport network. And my objective is to gradually transition out of using nuclear, because this base will be constrained by updates at some point. And when that happens, I don't want to sort of at that point have to build 100 or 150,000 solar panels all at once, because that's going to be completely impossible. So I need to get started on it. Where are we right now? We are at 36,000 solar panels at this moment, but let's take a look at it as we progress through the week to see how it goes. Also, obviously, I want to make this connection and then continue to scale towards the 1000 science per minute. That's kind of the objective of this week's progress. With that being said, let's dive forward and take a look at what happened in the first stream of the previous week. And here we are. We are now, you can see here, there's a few things that have been happened here. We have built one more extra science facility, so we're up to, if they're all working, that's about 800 plus 100 in the location. So let's call it about 800 to 900. Well, let's just call it 800. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 locations. And those 7 locations gives us 1.4 rocket per minute if everything is performing. And I've also just been expanding these out here with additional copper locations. So that's we're good here. And also expanding up this one, ran out of stuff. And remember this one, every time there's a new subscriber or a resubscription or a gift sub, then biters spawn at the edge of the base. As the base gets bigger, it becomes more and more of a chasing game. I need to chase them down before they actually start causing trouble for us. And that's a thing. It is definitely a thing that takes quite a while, and sometimes I don't make it on time and they breach the perimeter, because I don't really have a strong external perimeter. I'm also doing forays in out here. If you look at the pollution range, I'm definitely having issues out here. I'm definitely having issues here. And here as well, that they will spawn just continuous attacks. And that's just something we have to deal with as well. That's why we have our 5 Spidertrons running around trying to fix things. So that's basically where we are at the end of the first stream. So that was mainly a scaling up stream. And let's jump forward in time, take a look at the next stream and see what's going on there. And here we are. So as you can see now, that there's a few more things that I want to note on this design. So this area is now complete. I could probably take one more, and I'm probably going to take one more here, but not much there. And we started on the second solar array facility, which will start consuming all of this area so that we can continue to expand our solar panels. And we have also completed our little, that's not a square, it's a triangle. No, it's not a triangle, it's a rectangle. All right. And we are continuing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So theoretically, if this one and that one were actually working, then I would have have about 1,000 signs per minute. So it's getting closer. We have the infrastructure for it, but I don't think we have the trains and probably also the mining things. It's the coal not coming in fast enough. Nope. It is it? What is the issue? Oh, right. This is really a weirder issue. This one is actually stuck because it's emptying. It's emptying here. So when it's emptying, the facility is stuck. That's not a super great idea. So I'll have to fix that as well. Another thing that I want to dive in or want to mention is this part. The rocket launching, every time there's a donation in bits or on PayPal and during the live streams, it increments the number of rockets to launch. And what we're seeing now is that with these 7 launch facilities, I am launching rockets way faster than it goes up. So this is the countdown. When this one reaches 0, the series is ending, and this looks like a monumentally big number, but at this point I'm shaving off about 200 every stream, so maybe 21 streams left, and it's going to increase here as well. So I guess that that's going to be sort of that's going to be the race, and it'll be somewhere in November, or I maybe end the stream or something like that. You can also see here 1,400 rockets. It's really going up quite rapidly with our rocket launches right now, and it's only going to get faster as we keep scaling up. My intention is that I want this base to be operating at around 3,000 signs per minute. That means 3 rocket launches per minute, and that's going to be 180 per hour. Yes, and that means over a stream. Why do I do math on camera? That's 720 per stream. So once we have that, this number is just going to go away instantly, and then we enter the series. That's the objective. So here we are. The other thing that I want to mention is we have to basically just let the home base here run for quite a while, just running on like coal and no productivity modules. And also this one is awful because we're not getting enough copper, and we're not getting enough copper because this done is here. Also we're not really getting enough inbound. What else is there? This here is not great either. It could be optimized. This one is I'm saying this one because otherwise they go like green, science, red, blue. So blue belts into blue circuits, missing enough green circuits coming from here. So we need to scale up green circuits, and in order to scale up green circuits, we need to scale up our inbound copper and iron production. So that's kind of one of the things that I'm spending quite a lot of time on in the next stream, but I wanted to give you an idea about it. And one of the things that actually sort of surprises me is the fact that I'm actually running out of modules. I thought I had like practically infinite modules, but that was not the case. So that's definitely something we're going to have to take a look at in this base. Aside from this, I think that's basically it. We are starting on a new solar facility here. We are going to keep expanding these ones, but at this moment, I'm going to leave it as this because this is actually, it's more important for me to keep this flowing. If I keep it flowing, I'm running at 1,000 signs per minute, which is what I'm aiming for this week. And then I can start scaling up the base in here to just be more better. Yes, more better. That's a good way of saying it. Anyway, let's jump forward to the last stream of the previous week, so you are all caught up on what's happening on the stream. And here we are. Now you can see all of these 5 locations are active. That means they're working. All of these are active. I have a warning on this location to give me a warning down here if there is if one of them is not launching fast enough. And currently they're not they're maybe not launching as fast as they should, but they're certainly not running less than half speed. So, I mean, they are working, they're doing stuff. And you can also see that some of them might get stuck because there's so many trains backlogged here. Back in the base, we have done a number of things. You can see that all of these have been upgraded. This is now taking 8 blue lanes inbound and doing, well, almost 8 blue lanes inbound and delivering a full 8 blue lanes outbound of copper and iron here. So that's a lot of modules and beacons, and also a crazy amount of more power that we're using. Luckily, I said that we want to take a look at this. We started the recap here with 36,000, and now we're up to 74,000. So over the previous week, we've been putting down 38,000 solar panels. That's a lot, but it's certainly not going to be enough. I need at least double this, as you can also see on the power graph here. You can see this one, it's more than half the power, but we also need to keep scaling. So when we get to 100, I mean, how much is this one taking? This is taking 3.1 gigawatts and this is 4.5. So yeah, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. But the bigger issue is that we are now in this situation here. We are simply running out of speed modules, because when we change to this beacon setup, we're using way more speed modules. And we're actually out. It's not that big of a deal for our steel production, because that's kind of idle. But it's a bigger issue up here. And this is where we have the big issue. I started redesigning the red circuits. Oh yeah, sorry. We'll start with the good news. The good news is we've just redesigned the green circuits. It looks awesome. It works. It's great. And wow, this one, only now I realize that I could have just taken it. I could have had them sort of meet each other at the same location. Oh man, that kind of sucks. Yeah, we should have done that. Yeah, anyway, that's not how it is, I guess. But it makes 4 lines in here. The problem here is 1 is dedicated to this, 3 are dedicated here, and that means there's only 1 left for the rest. That's not good. These ones will probably not use all. They can use all 3 lanes of green circuits, but they probably won't, because they are that would give us 2 full lanes of red circuits, and I don't think I'm going to consume 2 full lanes of red circuits. Now the other 4 are just taken on the back, and they're just fed in here just to keep stimulating and keep supporting. Why do I do this? This is completely inconsequential because I'm not playing on the server right now. More blue circuits because we need more blue circuits. So right now we're in a situation where there's no red circuits at all in the base. So no modules, no nothing. This one has to be figured out. Some belt spaghetti back and forth. Taking some of these lines out. I have 3 lanes here coming in. 3 copper lanes. I'm going to take 3 green circuit lane and 3 plastic lanes. And they need to get in there and just work and be happy. And then this one comes out, and I decided now that these 2 belts are going to be for the green, for the red circuits, and that's where now I need to get them down here. So we need to move this. So there's a lot of things we need to start doing, and the most important thing we absolutely can do is reestablish the red circuit build so that we can scale this one up as well and get even more modules, because modules is what drives the expansion of the base. Power and modules, that's really what drives it. I have not expanded any of this, but I will definitely do that in the next week. We can also look at the total number of rockets launched, 1,674. By the time we do the next summary, you can see we're already down to 4,000. It's kind of harrowing, I think. I knew that it was going to go down, but I think that it's going down way too fast right now. So it might only be, honestly, a couple of weeks, and then we're done with this series, and then I have to come up with something, a new gimmick and style. So let's see. I probably won't be reaching 3,000 science, to be honest. I think I'll run out of rockets before that. So anyway, that is a concern that we'll have to deal with eventually. So I think that's the update. If you want to watch this live, then as I mentioned in the beginning, but I'm sure you've already forgotten, it's over at twitch.tv/Nilaus, and there's a link in the description below. So I'd love to see you there. If you come on over, make sure you say hi in chat if you want to. People are usually quite friendly. Well, people are always friendly. Only the streamers sometimes not friendly, but everyone else is very friendly and welcoming. So I'll see you guys either here on YouTube, on Twitch, or in the Discord. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, stay effective.